All right, everybody. I think we are good to be live. Welcome back to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, depending on which version you're playing. And we're going to be doing some more viewer battles because they haven't released a 7-star raid in like 2 months now, and they don't seem to be planning to release another one for a while now, at least until maybe after Pokemon Day. Over here, we got Stormtrooper in a business suit was in here earlier, saw. I found the place that I have decided to battle from is the top of this random bridge spot right here. Pretty decent spot, high up. Nobody will be bothering me here. Alright, let's go ahead and open up Pokeportal. And let's do Link Battle. And I'm going to type today's code as that. And we'll see who's around. Just setting up a new mon for battle. I mean, sounds like a plan. At least part of a plan. A decent chunk of a plan. I'll bow to you when I get this mon set up real quick. I mean, fair enough. There's not anybody biting at the nail right now, so you're good to go whenever. I burned my taste buds eating a Hot Pocket earlier today. So now even water tastes different. And whenever I was younger, I used to like to burn my tongue on things, because then it would make food taste different. Which might technically be masochism. Like, the food tasted good, better sometimes, like 70% of the times I would say, but now that I've gotten older, I don't like burning my tongue as much. I've been trying to step out of my comfort zone and trying to use a new paradox built around a team. Well, there's a lot of good paradoxes. They're also bringing back Walking Wake and Iron Leaves. Gotta hate when the Hot Pockets burn the taste buds off. Yeah, it's my fault. I got like a new kind, and I cooked it for as long as I usually cook them, but the new kind holds heat for longer. So I wasn't quite as expecting, and I just kind of powered through it. Alright, here we go. Who do we got? It is in fact Isaiah, who is Stormtrooper in a business suit. Alright. Now Isaiah has gotten 2 wins and is currently banned from using Wheezing. So let's see what they come back into the fray with. I'm not gonna bother hiding team. Let's just start with this one. Still gotta put on a final touch. Hope it's important. Every little bit counts sometimes. Okay, we got a very sun-based team with our mans Tingaloo and Lycanroc. So what if we do something like the Tingaloo does make things a little bit difficult here. I think this is a good game for this, and this. And I think we'll see where this takes us. Hi, Sua, how you doing? Okay, we have Tinglu and the Mob. Moth is booster, so it's going to be booster Spatak. But Tinglu's Vessel of Ruin is also reducing special attack. Let's go for the light screen and body press, I think, here. Right, Dance in the Grimmsnarl doesn't do too much. Does get the boost, though, on the first one. Oh, it's Fisher Tinglu. Okay, that's not great. Then that was a really lucky first turn for the opponent. I guess I just have to use Pelipper now. And I want double Tinglu. Armott's being withdrawn, which is good. It's going to lose its booster and its boost. But it is Torkoal. I'm not going to get the Stab Weather Ball. Or Super Effective Weather Ball for that much. And it's Terra Steel. Oh, Terra Steel, kind of different actually. Now we have Fire Weather Ball, which does a decent amount of shit. Reptile Spirit Break, gonna be resisted. Goes for Heavy Slam. It's gonna take Grimmsnarl, so we can't set up a Rain. Alright, so let's start with this, and I do this. So even if Tinglu leaves here to go into Iron Moth, it's not the worst thing in the world. The ball picks up KO into Tinglu, which I guess I'll take. Or just flat goes for the Eruption. Now Iron Moth's gonna return. And let's do... I do this, and I do... Iron Moth could be Energy Ball. It's a very real possibility. Could also be Discharge or something like that. I'm gonna Wide Guard with Pelipper. I'll go Helping Hands into... What does Iron Moth do? Discharges, okay. Damages and paralyzes Torkoal is kind of funny, at least. Misses... Iron Moth. That stinks, but... kind of what we have to work with. Yeah, let's just repeat the turn again, I guess. Iron Moth goes for Fiery Dance this time. Does a pretty notable amount of damage into Pelipper. Does crit Torkoal, but I don't think that crit mattered. Lastly, Skeledirge is revealed to be the last Pokemon. We are on one turn of Sun left. And I might as well use it to click Muddy Water. And Wild Card. Fire Dance, gonna finish off Pelipper here. Muddy Water misses Iron Moth again, man. That really stinks. Now it depends what the Skeledirge set is. If it's like Slack Off Skeledirge, it might probably just lose, but goes for Sludge Wave. That makes sense. Also, Torkoal was Weather Rock, which is just unfortunate. Oh, goes for Fiery Dance Wall of Water type. Okay. Again, accuracy drop, please. Nope. And goes for Torch Song Wall of... What? What is that play? Alright, well, I guess I just got out-predicted there. Light screen unfortunately wears off. Now they're free to just spam fire tank moves, unfortunately. Here comes Fire Dance. Doesn't seem like we're gonna get the accuracy drops here that we need to live, which is just unfortunate. Yeah, that's a rough RNG one. I would do Terra Water type versus 2 fire types anyway, because what you would do is that Iron Moth and Sludge Wave, so I would resist that. And then if Skeledirge threw... Skeledirge, I guess it only has Torch Song, because you should jump Shadow Ball there, but decided not to do that. But my only out during that game was to take enough damage and then get accuracy drops, so that the Iron Moth would die. Okay, let's do this team next. Also, hi, True Soul 77. How you doing? Alright, same guys. This time, though, we're gonna do... I think we do in... No, I can't do that. Oh, I guess I can do that, actually. If I do... Let's do this, and then... This and this, I think. Okay, it's Skeledirge. This man's. Vessel of Ruin is now active. Let's throw Orsphere and... a helping hand the Orsphere. Good amount of damage, because it was a crit. It only goes for the Fisher, but it misses. I'm going to Clangrisol and follow me here. I was hoping to see Tinglu leave. That just means indeed he takes less damage here. And he goes for the Fisher again, doesn't get it. Let's throw this, and... I could start trying to chip the Skeledirge here. It also means that we take less damage because the Tinglu won't die. So let's do that. Skeledirge should be unaware, so it doesn't get us benefited from the dance. Oh, Skeledirge actually protects here. So I could have gotten a super free KO instead. Oh, well, we crit the Tinglu, so that makes up for it. I guess I'm fine with that. I see your point, but while Blastoise is bulky, it's hard to withstand powerful Pokemon like Iron Moth. Well, we would have withstood it if we landed the 2 Muddy Waters into it that we needed. Scizor's here, and Scizor is not particularly fast. I could just click Orsphere into it now. And... the Skeledirge is building. I'm gonna need my Psychic Terrain to defeat it. I'm just gonna protect here. Chip Scizor for a good amount. Torch Song goes into Kamo slot. Bug Bite tries to finish off in DD. Okay, now let's do Helping Hand Clang Scales and hope that that's KOs the Scizor. Scizor protects here. Get some good damage on Skeledirge at least. Does bring in berry range though. Torch Song comes for Indeedee, and that picks up KO into it. Now, City Terrain disappears. We are at -1 defense, so the Scizor Bullet Punch might hurt. Could Helping Hand it, or I could just go for Heat Wave or Earth Power. I think I Helping Hand it. Yeah, I take Scizor, bring Skeledirge super low. Skeledirge Torch Songs. This is where things get a little tricky. Depends what the last mon is here. Okay, it's their own Torkoal. Let's use this to do this, and then this to do this. One of the downsides of running Muddy Water is its accuracy is shaky. That is, in fact, unfortunate thing about Muddy Water. Skeledirge protects here. Torkoal goes for Eruption. Get Earth Power into their Torkoal. So I think they need the double here. They decided to terrestrialize their Torkoal into Terra Grass. Skeledirge does go for the double, but unfortunately does not get it. And we might have a Solar Beam in our Exeggutor's future here. No, it's just Terra Grass, Terra Blast. Earth Power does a little bit of chip. And now we need to not miss the Heat Wave. Body Press ain't doing that much. Also, Torkoal's taking Rocky Helmet damage. And we land the Heat Wave, alright. This is a close match. It is very, very close. It was Torkoal v Torkoal right until the end. Well, right at the end, not until the end. comes down to this next one. I think I'm going to use this team. Okay. So how does this team beat that team? Well, we do this and this, I think. And then we bring this guy and this guy. Wait, actually, let's do this guy, this guy. This guy, this guy. Do I even need this guy? Yeah, kinda. I think I go with that. I'm not gonna overthink it too much. I don't want to lose. Alright, Ironmoth has booster activated. I'm gonna throw Earth Power and set up my light screen. Ironmoth protects this turn. Tinglu fishes for the fisher. And I don't think Iron Moth's going to stay, so I'm going to Heat Wave and... Heat Wave and Spirit Break the Tinglu. Actually, there's not that many ground resistance on this team, is there? Yeah, it doesn't really benefit me to try and catch a switch. I guess I'll do it anyways. Okay, Iron Moth is withdrawing, but into what? Skeleturge. Get some Spirit Break chip on Tinglu. Tinglu goes for Stomping Tantrum into Torkoal, which does a pretty decent amount. Gets hurt by the Rocky Helmet, though. Torkoal gets off the Heat Wave. Does less chip than I would have liked in a Tinglu. Going to protect and... Actually, Tinglu's probably going to go for Fisher. Also, I don't think I need Torkoal. Say I don't need Torkoal, but I kind of need Torkoal. I'm going to do this, and then... attempt to slow down the Skeleturge a bit. Half fire, half sandstorm team? I mean, perhaps. Zombie Tantrum goes in the Sneasler. Skeleturge can move because paralyzed, which is what we like to see. Okay. So I can throw out the close combat now. And I'm swap into P2 because P2's not doing too much right now. Or Grimmsnarl's not doing too much right now. We got Spatak Boost, which is handy. That takes Tinglu. Skeletor to Willows into Sneasler. Does Sneasler live? I don't think so. Oh, Sneasler lives. Dang, alright. This could just be double protect, but then Porygon 2 gets off a free Trick Room. I think I'm gonna Dire Claw the Torkoal, and then we're gonna Trick Room here. Oh, we get the Dire Claw Sleep, which is a bit lucky. Next Torch Song into P2. Torkoal takes its first sleep turn. There's some late fades. Sneasler goes down to the burn. Let's bring in our Torkoal. Which does unfortunately set the drought, but I want to try and get rid of their Torkoal here. Earth Power does some good damage. Their Torkoal is still asleep. Skeletor gets off the Torch Song into P2. And Iron Moth returns to the field. I'm going to predict a Protect from Iron Moth and then attack with Skeledirge into our Torkoal. Or they're going to Terra. Terra what? Terra Moth into Fire, okay. Alright, they Torch Song into P2. And try Fiery Dancing into the Torkoal. Okay. Oh, now Iron Moth protects. Alright. And that's the play I thought they were gonna do last turn. Which now I think I lose. We have nothing to hit Skeletor's now, is the problem. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Unfortunately, Switch is dead, and I might not have time to play Retro. I'm just gonna give up. Alright, unfortunate, but that is a loss for me, but GG's. Alright, Isaiah, you get to pick one out. That was a win. It was. I got very unlucky in the first one, and then the second one was pretty good in my favor. And then I needed to bring King Gambit in that last game because I couldn't beat Skeledirge once Torkoal went down. But I made the wrong play, which is that what I should have done is I should have just Earth powered Skeledirge and then recovered with P2 because 2 Earth powers probably wouldn't have still brought what's his face Skeledirge in range. But I also needed to use my Terra Fighting Porygon 2 at that point to take uh, Iron Moth, who got the Protect turns right. But again, I do want that Arcanine still. I mean, I need to get rid of these things. It's a lot easier for me if you take one. Excluding Team 4. Yeah, Team 4 is kind of an anomaly. We're still in Season 1, but before Season 2 can take place, we're actually out of Arcanines. We're out of Arcaldons, Scizors, Arcanines, yeah, we still got a lot of the guys. I mean, I think I'll go with Rillaboom. Alright, bet. Do that. That ports Stormtrooper with a business suit up to 3. Meaning that they are now safely in second place. Alright, good doing business with ya. When Mon is banned, you don't get another Mon banned until the next one. It's only every... Well, actually, the next one, I ban a Mon, and I ban all Pokemon that are only found in static encounters. So yeah, one more to go. I'll wait for stream to catch up. And I'll start searching for now. Or, I think it should be 4 is banning all static encounters. So unfortunately, I think that only cuts Tinglu for you. Um, where are my own rules? Rocky Helmet Electrode is interesting. That is not something that I had on my bingo card for a chat message during this stream. That will exist on the first attempt. Every since after that. Oh wait, that was your first attempt after winning a Pokemon, right? So technically that was a lost attempt. However, that was my fault. So every time you win, at the battle after that, you have to win 3 games in a row, all 3 games. But it's fine. I don't care. Replying to Sua? Oh, I didn't even notice Sua's comment. Turns out it is okay despite how frail Electrode is. It stacks with Aftermath for a decent amount of return burst damage after KO. Well, that's one way to use it. So you've won 2, you've locked. As if viewers 4, they are now locked out of all static encounters. After winning 6, the trainer's locked, and then every time after that, you're locked. And then after winning 10, the viewer is now locked to using a dual-monotype team. I must like battles for fun. Yeah, same. Of course. But I do like having the extra little incentive because it puts more stakes on the line, makes it more intense. Yeah, it seems like I won't have time for a set, so I may need to wait until next time. However, I need opinions from Fire. Well, I got lots of opinions on many things. Anyways, I got a unique build I want to try with Hisuian Samurai for a mixed Sun/Rain team utilizing Utility Umbrella. That was an interesting idea. Just make sure you know how Utility Umbrella works because it works the opposite way that most people think it works. I want to make my main team I use for my current restrictions still a somewhat standard team, but I also want to have one that goes hard into closed team sheet as possible. Okay. Take away water nerf from my water moves during sun, but it won't let me get rain boost, so it's like a risky build, but it seems fun. That is the way most people think Utility Umbrella works, and it only... Utility Umbrella doesn't stop the water type moves being decreased of the Pokemon that uses it. It's only for a Pokemon that holds it. So the Pokemon that you would have to be hitting would have to be holding Utility Umbrella for you to not get your water type moves debuffed. Because Electrode is basically the fastest thing. It will deal a lot of damage to a physical attacker with Thunder, providing it hits, of course, then it can typically pick up a knockout on the attacker in return. I mean, that sounds like a pretty solid strategy. Might try some trick shenanigans. Yeah, trick is... I don't think I've had a single person use trick against me effectively, but I do think it would be effective for some Pokemon to try and trick some mischievous items onto me. Basically, what I'm asking is if it's fine that I do an attempt next stream with as scuffed of a team as possible as I can put together. I mean, sure, why not? It's not in the rules that you can't do it, so it's fine by me. Let me get my glasses out. My eyes are kind of bothering me. But yeah, if you could get like a Sableye with Prankster and then give it Utility Umbrella, then you can shut down other weather teams. Just funny how you can take an item like a Rocky Helmet and make it work on a Frailmon. I mean, as long as it works, it works. Gives you the bit of chip that you need. Good luck with the rest of your games. Thanks, Cherry. I appreciate it. Hopefully somebody will step up to the plate here. You can make a new team if you're up for another fight. I mean, I guess there's nobody else around. Might as well. Maybe it also shows that Aftermath is a little underrated as an ability too. Perhaps. One could say. Causing your opponent to lose, what, like a fourth of their health? Is that how much Aftermath is? Alright, we got Isaiah coming back into the fray. Now this time you have to win all 3 games in order to get a Pokemon, but then after that you only have to win 2. Oh, you get to use this team last time. We'll go with that one. Aftermath is in fact a 4th. Nice, got that one off the top of my head. Also, hello, Oops All Leafeon, how you doing? Okay, better different guys. We've got Dantozo, we've got Iron, not Jugulus. Why am I thinking Iron Jugulus? That's Iron Horn. No, Iron Crown. Iron Crown. All right. Let's think here. Let's just do Indeedee Hat, and then I think I need you, and I think I need you. Vibin'? Well, that sounds like a vibe. Kind of afraid this time, but I got a new Mon to try out. I mean, there is an Arbok, and I'm excited to see an Arbok. I wish they gave Arbok Shed Tail. That's probably like my one big move upgrade that I would give Arbok, is to give Arbok Shed Tail. Because I think it deserves it. Iron Crown and Houndstone. Crown activates its booster for booster speed. Okay. And let's redirect and get up a room. Tachyon Cutter comes down to Indeedee. It's going to do a tad bit of chip. This one goes for Will-O-Wisp into Indeedee. Aaron gets a Trick Room. Indeedee's going to take some bird damage over time here. Follow me, and let's go for a Mystical Fire. Arbok would be good with Shed Tail, not gonna lie, right? We're gonna see an ally swap. Mystical Fire doing a lot of damage to Houndstone, probably because it's fluffy. Diagon Cutter gonna do some more chip to DD. Houndstone is leftovers. Okay, so what can I do here? I think I follow me and I Mystical Fire again. Ironcrow's gonna withdraw for Tatsugiri. So it does resist Mystical Fire, but it gets a special attack drop just in case it decides to go into Dozo here. Houndstone goes for the Endeavor. Endeavor leftovers. Huh. Alright, well, I feel pretty fine going for the Helping Hand and Expanding Force here, because even if they switch in Crown, one of these Pokemon is going to take a lot of damage. And it is, in fact, Crown. And Tatsugiri protects. Fought resisted by the Crown. Crown doesn't take too much. Still have one turn of room left. And makes the most sense that they swap in Tatsugiri here for another Pokemon. And then protect with Crown. So... I'm going to Helping and Gleam here. I see a Terrestrialization on Crown into water. Dazzling Gleam comes out. Managed to pick up KO on Tatsugiri, which is good at least. Not quite Crown, though. What is Crown going to do? It Volt switches. On a DD, okay. Aftermath deals 1 force plus a 1/6 from Rocky Helmet, so it's a little over half HP. If it knocked out, it would be wrong if it's somewhere in that range. I can't think of the maths right now, but I'm gonna give it the thumbs up anyways. Weirdness disappears. So you have to bring back Houndstone or Crown here. I think I need a Rillaboom. Now we're playing ally switch games. So let's Grassy Glide the Dragonite and then Dazzling Gleam here. Dragon goes for Hyper Beam. And normal gem's the Hyper Beam. Alright, well I lost the ally switch game. The fact that the Houndstone is fluffy means it's gonna live the next turn, probably. Let's just click this and try and clear the field. Houndstone lives the grassy with all that recovery, which is crazy. He's gonna endeavor something, though. Oh wait, but Houndstone's slower than Rillaboom. Oh wait, what do I think? I guess I always do this, and then I do this. Okay, we at least got rid of Houndstone. But now what is Dragonite going to do? Oh wait, the knockout's going to do less because Dragonite used its item. Alright, Crown comes in. And we Grassy Glide it because... How many turns of Grassy versus how many turns of Sand? Yeah, the Sand would... Yeah, this is fine. Okay, Grassy takes Crown. Okay, Air Slash. Ooh, it's the 95% miss there. Didn't change anything, though. If anything, it just sped up our game a little bit. Would Houndstone be faster with Sand Rush? It would, in fact, be faster with Sand Rush. It's just that this wasn't a Sand team. And Fluffy is a little bit better for the defensive ones, because it allows you to survive more hits. Granted, your opponent doesn't have a Fire type. So unfortunately, Isaiah, you can't get a Pokemon in this attempt, but you're more than welcome to do the other two battles if you would like to finish out your attempt. Since I don't know how many people are chopping at the bit to do their attempts. Let's do this team randomly. Okay. I think what I do is you and you. And then let's do you and Who else do I need? Kinda you. Maybe not actually. Maybe actually you. Nah, I think I need you. Honestly, taking that Mystical Fire for Houndstone was pretty bad for its health. Yeah, the Mystical Fire was... It redirected the hit that it needed to redirect, but Houndstone paid the price for it there. Okay, Dragonite is Inner Focus. Tatsugiri's attack has gone down. So... I get to Fake Out here, and then... I'm going to use my Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam here. Or my Terra Stellar Dazzling Gleam, I should say. We're going to see a Terrestrialization from the opponent for Dragonite into Terra Normal. Hatsu protects. Does decent amount of Dragonite. Dragonite goes for Hyper Beam, which is going to be boosted by its Terra Normal thing. That's not going to take Incineroar. Incineroar actually takes that pretty well. It is just above us eating a berry, though, which is really infuriating. Okay. Let's do this and this, I think. Tatsu withdraws, but what does Tatsu withdraw to? On Bozo, okay. Dang, that is not a lot of damage. What the heck? There's not a lot of damage at all. I think I do this. And... Actually, what if I did... This is tricky now. I thought that Shadow Ball would do at least a third. It did not. Did not do at least a third. I could Icy Wind and Will-O-Wisp into Dondozo. what's gonna happen here? Okay, Dragonite Hyper Beams again, which is pretty good. If this KO's probably not gonna KO in DD. Ah, that changes some things. Okay, well, we take Dragonite now. And Dozo goes for Stomping. Now Iron Crown is in play. Iron Crown's booster speed activates. Would they really burn their booster speed just to form full mode Dondozo? I think the answer is no. Yep. Oh wait, they did use their Terra. Oh no, they do in fact just Volt Switch away. It's not Commander Tatsu. That's just regular Tatsu. Huh. My answer is made for tanky ally switch shenanigans. I mean, that's what it was doing. Pretty effectively, if I do say so myself. Let's do this. And I'm gonna do this and this. Use my Terra Stellar Protect. Natsu protects. Dozo goes for the Fisher. Oracle thankfully dodges it. E-Wave comes out. Goes into Tatsu's Protect. Tatsugiri tries to go for the double, but unfortunately does not get it. Helping Hand Dazzling does good damage both there. Dozo goes for the Stomping into Torkoal, which unfortunately is going to cause it to take Rocky, which means Dozo also goes down here. Weirdness now disappears from the battlefield. Iron Crown does not have its booster speed anymore. What is the smartest thing for me to do here? I think it's for me to do this. That takes care of the crown. GG's, GG's. Alright, let's use this team for the last one. Alright, what do I do here? I think I bring Raichu, unironically. And then bring you, and I think I'll need you and you. Dondozo and Tatsu. I feel like this Dozo went Terra Ground on me before. I'm not going to act on that suspicion, though. I'm going to merely click Thunder Wave, and then... Wait, no, I can't Terra Weather Ball. Because Tatsu's Storm Drain. Maybe this. That is, in fact, a ground Dozo. Hi, the Superior End. How you doing? Strico. Zombie Tantrum tries to come out into Raichu. That's it protects here. The ball is going to be redirected, but it's not going to give a Tatsu this attack boost. Avalanche Pelipper, okay. Let's do... Let's do this. Let's... Actually, I don't think they're going to attack into Raichu. Do that, and then cover for the Fisher with Terra Flying this time. And I think I just clicked Flash Cannon into Dozo here. Geometry Wars Retro Evolved series on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 5. I've never heard of those before. Are they like the shooters? That's what goes for the protect, but unfortunately does not get it. Flash Cannon does what could be called chip to Dondozo. Here's Dragonite. Actually, do this and then this. That goes for Hyper Beam into Raichu. That goes for Avalanche into Scizor. It goes for the Hyper Beam. Once again, going to be boosted by Terra Normal. That's going to take Raichu there. That goes for the Fisher, but does not get into Scizor. Now Rain stops. But I can still do, I can do this. And I can Bullet Punch the Dozo for a bit of damage. And Dozo goes for Terra Ground Stomping into Scizor. Scizor lives. And actually I didn't think this through, because we're not going to actually get off the attack here. We're going to take Dragonite. I wanted the special attack boost is the big thing. I don't actually get... I guess the Electroshock kind of covers for the switch, but... Stomping, he's going to finish off Scizor here. And Arbok is revealed to be the last one. Gets off Intimidate. As long as I don't attack in a Dozo, it shouldn't get a boosted Avalanche. This one, Flash Cannon, does a bunch. Poison Jab is doing a bit. Please don't poison me. Avalanche does that much. Originally from Project Gotham Racing on the OG Xbox, it's made its way into Xbox Live Arcade on launch day on the Xbox 360. It's an interesting little... I never had an Xbox 360. I'm only an Xbox One person, so I don't know a lot of the older Xbox stuff. I think by doing this, I'm just gambling in the Dondozo not being unaware, but it's kind of my only out right now. It is unaware. Okay, so the Electroshock was useless. I should have just Flash Cannon down the Dragonite and then double Bullet Punch the Dozo. Curious question, do you think a Gen 1 Dragonite set could work? I mean, depends what you're trying to run. Some things stay good for forever. Like, I probably wouldn't use Hyper Beam. I'd probably do a physical set with, like, Giga Impact. GG's, GG's. Alright, we are now having our floor open. And stream, whenever you see this, I'm already searching. And here we go. I'm searching now. There was Fire Spin Dragonite not too long ago. And Fire Spin Dragonite is definitely a Gen 1 Dragonite thing. Now I gotta use the bathroom. I mean, what Gen 1 Dragonite would have ran then, like, Hyper Beam, Thunder, and Blizzard? I mean, you probably can't run Thunder and Blizzard, because you need a weather. I think you could do Hyper Beam, Thunder, Hurricane, and, like, Draco Meteor in, like, a rain team. I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to do. If you just need that one really big nuke to take out a target, then you can click Hyper Beam. Alright, well, this is when I'm searching. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. Alright, I'm back now. That takes away from the Gen 1 set, though. Law Dragonite had no dragon moves till Gen 2, and it didn't get Flying Stab till Yellow when it could learn Fly. I mean, you're asking me how to use Dragonite. And that's what you would do to use Dragonite. I mean, it's fine if you want to try to run a Dragonite without any stabs. But also, you're not going to have any stabs, which means that you're not going to hit anything really, really strong unless you're really timing your super effective hits right on the right times. Also, no steel types existed in Generation 1, so you... Well, I guess you don't have anything to hit steel types with the set that we proposed earlier still, but... You still hit steel dragon types. Fun fact, Golbat could not fly in red and blue, but was able to learn it in yellow. Gen was super weird. I can't agree with that. Very strange times. can work on other stuff right now. What do I need? I need a... Oh, I need a Pokemon... Yet Dodrio could learn fly in red and blue despite not having wings? That is a strange one. There was something about Dodrio... There's another thing about Dodrio like that, but I can't remember what it is right now. I think it's Drill Peck? Dodrio didn't have Drill Peck for the longest time or something like that. Or was it... Or was it Brave Bird? Dodrio has had Drill Peck since Gen 1. It's something like that, where it was another really obvious flying type move that Dodrio just never got. I'll never figure it out. It didn't get Brave Bird till Gen 7 or 8. I don't remember which. Yeah, maybe that's it. Let me look it up. Let me see. Dodrio Gen 6. Yeah, no Brave Bird here. That must be the one I was thinking of. Even then, it still can't learn naturally, but only through TM. True. Sometimes it just be like that. Ooh, a Zoomerel. is a Pokemon I'm going to put on this tiny list I've got here. And then I need like a UU fire type. That is not named Heatran. Oh, Harkonite is interesting. I do have Arcanine. Oh wait, no I don't. I traded all the Arcanites away. Well, shucks. Guess I'm plumb out of luck. Do I have a breed? I might have. Actually, I'm going to cancel this just to see if I have a reject. Because I feel like that's something I would keep a reject of. You. I do have a reject. It's in a Safari Ball, too. Or, that's not a Safari Ball. That's a Park Ball. Or is that... That's a Sport Ball. A Sport Ball. Final answer. What else do I have rejects of? I think you're Oopers. I like his last respects. I have a... Are you... You are hidden ability. Oh, you're just not mid-speed, but that wouldn't be so much of a problem. Where's Metagross ranking at these days? Ah, Metagross is UU too. Okay, I'm gonna put on Hark and Metagross. And now I'm gonna go back to searching. No, not single battle. Double battle. Piero and Dodrio were the stronger than Pidgeot Gen 1 because their speed was better, so they had a higher crit chance, and both could get Tri-Attack, a great physical attack, in Gen 1s and 3s. That's true. Tri-Attack goes crazy. Oh, Basculegion female is legal. Wait, does that mean Basculegion male is legal somewhere around here? Where's Basculegion male? The Hyper Beam Dodrio was also extremely strong. Hyper Beam stab anything in Gen 1 is extremely strong. You get the KO and then you just keep going. Nobody can stop you. No steel types. Ghost types basically didn't exist. Except for the one time when they did. Where's Basculation Male? Oh, Basculation Male's lower than Basculation Female. Curious. Computer might start overheating a bit here. It's telling me we're losing frames. I don't know what. I'm not doing that much though. It's probably fine. Ooh, Weezing Galarian form would be a good one to throw in here. But I already have a Zoomerl who's a fairy. Maybe I'll change the Zoomerl out for somebody else. Another water. Another UU water. Another UU water such as Rotom Wash. I guess if you make a Rotom form, it gives the other person the ability to use any Rotom form that they want. Yeah, I'll go for Rotom. I'll keep around a Rotom. So that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a pretty good spread. If you just used Gengar in Gen 2, you were probably just using Hypnosis and Dream Eater, or cursing a bulky ball for chip damage. Yeah. Back when Dream Eater used to actually be usable because everybody could stay asleep for up to like 5 turns. Now, I don't even think you could catch the craziest of Pokemon battlers using Dream Eater these days. Even with mans like Amoonguss on the prowl. Bit of a slow day today, huh? Well, there's not gonna be anybody here. I'm gonna go look for... I think it was over here. I had an ape outbreak. And it might be useful to just hang on to some apes here. You never know. Actually, I feel like I do know. It's probably not going to be useful, but a second shiny one wouldn't be so bad. Oh, this one's so small. You know what? I'm honestly already bored of trying to defeat these Annihilapes. I really don't need like a second one. I don't think I had anything else that I would want though. Or don't already have. I technically don't have this, but I'm not gonna hunt it. At least Gengar did get Nightmare in Gen 2, making its sleep set a little better. Yeah, Nightmare is definitely interesting. It's like Curse, but for sleep. I think it might not be worth rebuffing Nightmare, because I don't even know if it's in this game. Let me check that. They might have gotten rid of it. Nightmare Pokemon. What does Pokemon database say? Oh, it hasn't been a thing since Sword and Shield. I feel like you could buff Nightmare by just making it so that it adds a turn of sleep to whatever Pokemon you've used it on. The thing again, sleep itself does not need a buff. By any means. Definitely wasn't using Shadow Ball in Gen 2 because it was still physical, so you only had Haunter. Wait, because it being physical, doubly so if you only had Haunter because you couldn't trade it. Yeah, Haunter lifestyle was a rough one. Especially with that one trainer in Diamond and Pearl that trades you a Haunter holding an Everstone. Is a trash human being. Back also, sleep has ruined so many games for me. Yeah, sleep is pretty variable. And I hope it gets some kind of nerf in the next generation. but I'm not exactly sure. I think the way that you nerf sleep is that the first time you put a Pokemon to sleep, it's kind of like a heavy sleep, and it's basically like normal sleep. But if you put a Pokemon asleep again in a game, it will only be asleep for 1 or 2 turns, guaranteed. Or if a Pokemon is hit by a sound-based move while it's asleep, it will wake up immediately. Because other than that, other than changing the mechanics of... That's the only way I could see, like, changing the sleep mechanics. Because then you could use things like Boom Burst to wake up your own Pokemon. Or maybe just if a sound-based move is used, it will wake up your Pokemon. Then again, maybe we just need a better electric terrain and misty terrain setter. Because Miraidon has managed to fend off a Moongus pretty much. So if we get a better misty terrain setter next generation, maybe sleep won't be so much of a problem. It's just that in this generation we only got Weezing and Pincurchin as non-legendary terrain setters, and they're pretty bad. Especially since there's no rising voltage Pokemon, it's just not worth running the electric terrain. Other than... what's his man's name? Raging Bolt got rising voltage for whatever reason. I think PLA had Sleep and Freeze at its best. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think the Sleep in PLA was pretty dumbed down. And it just kind of made Sleep useless. Like, it was fine for a game where you only catch things. But Sleep, it would just end up being like an Attract clone. And nobody uses Attract. Like, I don't want Sleep to be useless. Because I feel like that's what it would feel like if it was PLA Sleep. Freeze, though, I don't really know how we touch Freeze. I think Freeze, you can only be frozen for a maximum of 5 turns. I think it's just the change that I would make. Because otherwise, it's like, kind of fine. Like, Freeze is such a rare status condition. I don't know if I would really bother touching Freeze. Oh, but the making Freeze special burn, I don't think that's a good thing. Because that would probably mean that Freeze would be, like, they'd have to increase the frequency of it. And that would be weird. Or maybe you just add another status condition that's, like, not necessarily negative. Because burn for Gutsmons is not necessarily negative. Maybe free, because then you can't be put to sleep. As long as you're not doing Pokemon Legends Arceus things, where you can overwrite status conditions. I guess if you make the Freeze Orb and you make it so that it's special burn, then and you give it like a Flame Orb equivalent, so like a Frost Orb. If you make the Frost Orb, then it's slightly easier to deal with sleep. Maybe a Spore had less accuracy. Then it just... We do have that, and that's called Sleep Powder. And Sleep Powder still... It wouldn't really fix sleep. It would just mean that there's more volatility to using it. Like, making Spore 90 accuracy isn't going to change anything, really. I'll open up the lobby again for a bit. If I was to do one thing for sleep though, it would be I would take Hypno. Right, because Hypno feels like the anti-sleep Pokemon because it's like Vital Spirit, or not Vital Spirit, it's Insomnia, and then you have Hypnosis so that you can put other things to sleep. I think if Hypno gets an evolution, Hypno's signature move should be a +1 priority move that if you use it into your own Pokemon, it allows them to move while asleep. And gives them a damage boost. So it's kind of like Helping Hand, but it allows your Pokemon to move while asleep. Because then Hypno becomes a really big sleep breaker. Because it itself cannot be put to sleep. And if you put your opponent to sleep with like an Amoonguss, then you're risking them swapping in their Hypno evolution and clicking the damage boosting move while your Pokemon is asleep. And they're functionally not asleep anymore because they can still move. So kind of like Instruct. Yeah, kind of. It doesn't allow them to immediately use the move. But kind of like that, yeah. It's just that the Pokemon that is asleep when hit by the move can still guaranteed move. So you could even do like Rest. And then you don't have to run Sleep Talk, you can just run the support move with the theoretical Hypno evolution. And Gen 1 Haunter was surprisingly good with its high speed and great special, making it a psychic Spammon. That's true. Spam that psychic, get the Spadef, or not Spadef, this special drop. And then you explode. And you act like you don't know nobody. Hunter definitely fell off starting in Gen 2, although because of dark types. I mean, that's true for all the ghost types, which I guess is still just Haunter, Gengar, and Mischievous. But Haunter, not so bad. At least on some times teams, because you're still Levitate in today's format. And Eviolite doesn't make you super tanky, but you're like a pretty... You're kind of reliable. There are definitely better things than Eviolite Haunter, but it has... I could say definitely that it has its own little niche. I think I used one during 128 teams. I can't remember when, though. You want Fire to make a new team to fight you again? I mean, sure. It's a slow day today. Oh, Cleaver is interesting here. Oh, not the battery. I don't want to deal with that. Let me look back at that box of rejects that I had. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna put Cleaver in here instead of Rabombi. Why do I have this? I guess it is adamant. It can stay. It can stay. That's probably what. Wait, what are you? You know, you can stay. I don't care. I think Haunter could also learn the elemental punches in Gen 2 as well as giving it decent coverage. That is true. It could at least learn the elemental punches now. I really need this German Zorua. Yeah, probably. Where is Hisuigui rank here? Hisuigui is a Arhumon. You know what, I'm gonna put Hisuigui in. Get your new team ready? Alright, I'll open up the lobby here. Alright, let's give it a run. Oh, unplug my controller, but I literally can't though. Alright, let's go. These rules. And let's start with this team, so I have no preference. But now it would be pointless since they are physical, but till Gen 4 they were special. That's true. Alright, we have the Monkey, we have the Pincurchin, we have the Blood Moon Ursaluna, we have the Archelodon. So what? That and that, and then that and that. Okay, we've got the Sharp and we've got the Monkey. We're gonna do this. Kinda wish I weather balled into the Sharp here actually. Oh, Annihilate didn't decide to switch, never mind. Ah, it's not gambiting, it's by. Never mind, I take it back. I wish I did do that weather ball thing. Sharp going for the Sword Stance. And let's do this. I'm gonna do this and this. I see Tear here. For Gen 1 Kingler, a physical attacker, water type with no physical stat moves till Gen 4. That is a tragedy. Arcana goes for Draco Meteor. Plus it gets off Iron Defense. Shark goes for another Sword Stance. Blastoise gets some HP back. Let's do this, and let's do this, I guess. Sharp suckers Blastoise, but does not get it. Caldon goes for Electro Shot. It is now a -1 attack, but also does not get it into Blastoise. And the Sharp, unfortunately, does not live the Electro Shot. Ursaluna is revealed to be the last Pokemon. And... guess what I should do is... like Body Press and Body Press here. Then again, I could just throw a +2 Flash Cannon into Ursaluna, but I actually need to start chipping her Caledon. Caledon goes for the neutral Electro Shot here. And whoa, that brings Blastoise way, way down. Blastoise is also, or their Caledon is also not stamina. Woman comes out and that finishes off Blastoise. Funny enough, though, special Kingler with Sheer Force and Life Orb is actually quite good despite its much higher attack stat. I guess I'll make a mental note of that for whenever I need to ever use a Kingler. GG's. I was kind of hoping that my Ursaluna was faster than Blastoise, won't lie. I mean, it was a gamble that I was taking. But if it was faster, I didn't feel like the game was over because I still had Pelipper. But Blastoise taking both of those attacks definitely did. Well, then again, if Blood Moon was redirected into Archaludon, then Archaludon would have gotten a defense boost there and made my body presses easier to use. And I would still have the Terra, so I would probably Terra Ground Pelipper. So that it doesn't get Electro-shotted. We just use that team. Let's go with this one. Alright, let's do... I don't think you ever bring Annihilate to this. Actually, Annihilate revealed itself to be Final Gambit, didn't it? So you could bring it. You could bring it, and then you can click it into Indeedee. So it actually makes a lot of sense to bring it here. Not if I do this. And then... you and you, I think. Unless they give Kingler Ice Spinner when it returns, then its physical set will be superior for sheer force. Right now, its special set is better. Okay, Archaludon and Blood Moon is not necessarily what I wanted to see here, since they're going to get a redirectable Electro Shot. They're probably also Power Herb Electro Shot. Let's do this. Yeah, Power Herb Electro Shot. And Ursaluna Hyper Voice. So there's no point in redirecting, so I'm just going to Helping, and then Moonblast the Archaludon. Gonna see a Terror from the opponent. Which I actually think they turn normal the bear. No, they Terra Grass the bear. Oh. Okay. Alright, Archaludon protects this turn. The bear gets off Terra Blast. Ah, yikes. Okay. I'm gonna do that again and just hope that I live. The Flash Cannon. Dang, so close. I'll bet Hyper Voice this time. Come on, Didi, you can do it. Hey, good job, Didi. Still wonder why Duraludon even got an Evo. Its stats are pretty good before evolution already. I mean, it's fine. I wouldn't say it was good. But I guess they just wanted to make a more cracked Duraludon. I forget if Primarina is faster, but we're gonna throw Helping Hand Ice Beam into this Ursaluna. Alright, Hyper Voice is gonna take Primarina. And Rockwanade is going to go for the Leech Light. It disappears. He will swap into the only two mons that we can swap into. And we are in grassy terrain now, so that Terra Blast from Ursaluna is boosted. However, where's Primarina's speed? There's a... Okay, so Tyranitar maybe doesn't outspeed Ursaluna. In that case... I am willing to risk... no, this thing was Throat Spray. I don't know if knockoff will KO. Find out though. Oh, Ursaluna withdraws. My man's Pincurchin. Then up Electric Field. As a Rockwanade protects. Urchin's terrain. Alright, we're gonna be in electric terrain for a while here, folks. Rockwan is also lefties. Is there any reason for me not to Terra Grass here? I don't think so. Go with Woodhammer. Alright, targets the Rock Slide. Takes both. My theory on the Duraludon thing, though, is that Archaludon was supposed to be an original evolution, but they just scrapped it because the Gigantamax form looked more like Duraludon than Archaludon, and so they just saved Archaludon until later. That's my game theory. Okay, Tyranitar was also faster than the Ursaluna. Oh, it's also AV. Alright, one more game, and then I think we'll just be done for today. I'll use this team. Alright, let's do... I guess Sneasler's good into a lot here. As long as I... lead Rila. And then... E2 helps out a lot, and... King Gambit... maybe Torkoal, actually. Yeah, I think Torkoal. And again, Torkoal doesn't help as much as I think it does. Just give me King Gambit. This battle doesn't really matter. Honestly, I gotta make Ursaluna speedy at this point. I mean, it's one change-up that you could make. Is a Grassy Seed activates. I do this, and then I do this. I see a Terra on the Bisharp into Terra Water. Take out into Bisharp. It gets off Acrobatics. It goes for Final Gambit, but it's going to be a pretty tiny Final Gambit. Next comes in our Caledon. We'll click CC into this, and then Woodhammer into this. That 25 damage was so crucial. I mean, we'll see. Our Caledon protects. Catches the close combat, protects. Willowdome gets Woodhammer. Woodhammer takes Bisharp. Last but not least is Ursaluna. Yeah, what's there to stop me from doing this? Other than the fact that our Caledon may be sturdy? It's not sturdy. Stalwart Caledon failed me. I mean, that's just the risk. Useful into the follow me matchups, but other than that, little difficult to get off sometimes. I've always wondered why Rhydon even got an evolution. The only one I didn't think really need one. I think he needs one. Rhyperior is superior to Rhydon, and Rhydon, it did fall off. It is funny though. Funny guy. Like Rhydon a lot. Rhydon with an Eviolite, definitely that man's could use it. Still alive? Yeah, we're pretty much done now. that was it. Slow day today. Not too much got done. I didn't lose a Pokemon at least. That is probably where we're gonna call it for today. I need to heal up at a Pokemon Center real quick. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, maybe consider leaving a like on the live stream. Maybe even consider subscribing, because both of those things help me out an absolute ton. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much.